close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
New year, new do, new me, new you. Let's do some push-ups, guys. Let's start it off with an even 100, folks. Here we go, one.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in to This Trick is Sick this week. Got Dave Palmer here. Just wanting to let you guys know, thanks for the comments and whatnot on the last videos. And we still are having our free giveaway. This is the second video to a 3-video series. Next week we should have the third video out, and then we're going to tally up who won the deal. So remember, the free giveaway is the turbo get up over here. Just a reminder, we've got a turbo with intercooler, tubing, whatnot, all the bins, fittings, and stuff like that. You'll have to provide your own turbo, your own engine, your own car. So it's just a kit to help you guys out, you drag race guys or street rod guys. So hope you enjoyed this this episode. Me and Hannah are actually trying to build her an old school Challenger. So she didn't want a new car for when she's 16. She is wanting a Challenger, which is my daughter, Hannah Palmer. And we are in the middle of trying to get stuff done. So we figured we'd make a few videos with me and her working on it, because basically we are hitting it just about every weekend on this thing. So been really busy with a bunch of other builds. It's just trying to get some of my guys to try to make videos on some of it's kind of hard, because we're in such a rush to get some of this stuff done. We are busy over here. So anybody that knows us, we are just insanely busy. So I think this episode we're going to have some I think we're replacing a trunk. So some sheet metal work into a trunk. We give some tips and tricks and what I like to do. Like I said, this is for my, soon to be 16-year-old daughter. So we are trying to get it together for a decent price, and I'm not saying we're not trying to spend some money. We're going to make this really nice for her. We're going to make a good old school street rod that's very dependable, and we'll keep you posted on any updates with it and as the job progresses. So, but I figured I would include a little bit of action with us working on it together, showing her how to weld, to plasma cut, to you name it. There is some tips and tricks in here with a few things that will streamline your work on your old hot rod. So hopefully it'll help you guys out. And again, please remember, be a subscriber. Make sure that you post a comment and watch all 3 of these videos. The last video, this one, there'll be one more next week. So thank you guys again. Thanks to all my sponsors, Kevin Blumenthal, they're out of Oklahoma City, J&H Tire, Pete's Machine Shop, Summit Racing, Cheetah Race Engine Development, Ampco Electric here, API, AACE, trying to remember everybody, even old Brian Foster over there. Love you guys too. So if you would, please fill out the deals, help us get along, help us get more subscribers, and we'll keep having free giveaways, we'll keep having tips and tricks, and we'll keep trying to help you guys out. So and remember, everything in these videos is our opinions only. So if you got a better idea how to do something, post it in the comments. We sure as the hell don't like trollers. So, guys that sit there and troll for any little tiny mistake. Everyone's human. Everybody makes mistakes. And there's 10 different ways to do each one of these projects. So it's just, which way do you like to do it? Which way works for you? Which way's your budget? There's so many variables in it, guys. Give it a break. So anyways, thanks again and enjoy the episode. Later, guys.
'Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. Tomorrow I may buy myself a dining room set.
Waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll
bought a split floor pan because it's kind of easier to get in there whenever you're patching. If I was doing a whole huge full floor pan, we would buy it and split it, but we're not going to do that on this one. So what we're going to do is we got these from eBay, and I bought, like I said, a section one. A lot of times, if you've got a lot of good pieces in your floor, it's a lot easier just to piece in that little floor section. So what we're going to do is we took some measurements and we checked it out in here, and instead of going all the way over to where they got the split, we decided to come over on the other side of the frame rail so that we're not weakening the structure or doing anything like that. So right here on this side, it's real solid, all up in there, all right here, very, very solid. And now up against here it's not, so we're going to go ahead and take it all the way out to the edge, and then right through here we're and what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of an overlap on our metal, and we will drill it, and then we will spot weld it all down through there to the frame itself. And then I'll get underneath and we'll start trying to put steady beads all the way around. That way we tie it in really good. Also, while we were under there, we found this, which is, it looks like some cross bracing was through here. I definitely found one. There may be two. We're going to look it up on the internet. If there is, we're going to order those. We're going to get them in, put them underneath so that it makes the trunk real strong. Makes it real good. So I'm going to go get the tools, and we're going to let Hannah start getting this cut out. All right, we're going to do this for safety reasons. I would generally cut this out with a plasma or a cutting wheel, but an old school method is just using a wear hammer. Take you a 6 to 8 inch flat chisel blade, and you just cut you a little V in it like that. And what I do is I generally like sharpen it and whatnot, and a lot of guys still do it this way. And what it does is it keeps kids and whatnot from, you know, if you got a youngster like Hannah here helping me, it keeps them from getting a bind, getting hurt. It is a little bit of work, but it still works super fast. It works super good. I was just showing her right here how fast it was to cut it. And you just find you a little crease line, and here, I'll show you real quick how it works. It's gonna get loud. And back in the old days, that's how we used to take panels out when you didn't have the money to do it. So I'm gonna turn her loose here a little bit with it. We may finish this up with a plasma though, just to go faster, but I want to show her a couple little tricks. And you boys that don't have a plasma cutter or don't want to use a cutting wheel and remove floor pans or firewalls, just an old flat chisel, cut you a little bead, make it happen. So.
I'm scared. Sounds like a fart.
Yeah, here.
Too bad. It don't sound good.
Here, right here. Just go to right there and just see, you know, how it feels. Like, we don't want to go against the frame here because I don't want to damage any of the frame. I'll do all the real close stuff right here. Yeah, try to take that piece off right there.
This is scary.
No, go ahead. Just stick it up against it. There, like right there. Stick it where it's easy. There you go. And just squeeze the trigger.
I'm scared.
Oh, you're good. You got it. Give it a shot.
I'm
It can't hurt you. Yeah, go ahead. See? That wasn't bad, was it?
It's kind of scary.
A little bit. You want to try to take that big one off? You want to lean over there and try to? are hooking the plasma cutter up because we are tired of messing with it, ain't we? Yeah. Just like that. And then what I generally do is I try to make sure that it activates, which what I do. What this does is called plasma cutter. It uses air and like electricity, and it's hot as like the sun to do the cutting. So it gets after. You know what I mean?
All I see is green.
Yeah. And then what I'll do is just slip these on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it with this plasma cutter so we can get after it. And this will definitely do it a lot quicker. Okay?
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay.
Pretty cool. Electricity. You don't want to cut into the frame. You need to be up like that, dragging it like that. If you tilt it, it'll shoot.
Like that?
Yeah, so it's cutting out straight down. Okay. So what you'll do is once you get it going, just kind of drag it on that one little arm. Okay? So you'll squeeze the trigger and get it going.
I did not go on the line. I could not see.
You okay?
Kind of got scared.
We'll try it again. You did okay. You just gotta go slower. This ain't fast. You gotta go slower. Just nice and easy and follow that line. Remember, rake it on this. Don't set it over. It'll bottom out. Just tilt it a little bit that way, and you'll just tilt it just a little, and you'll go over. Nice and slow. Just follow that line.
Is this how it is supposed to go?
Mm-hmm. You feel it touching? Go ahead, squeeze the trigger, hold it. There you go. Cut that little line.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are, mysterious. That's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow, mysterious.
Now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to trim his floor pan. Even though we got a two-piece floor pan piece, we're gonna trim it up here a little bit. Where we don't where we're not really gonna need a ton of it. Right about there is gonna help us get aligned. Back here we'll have to buy the rear piece. There's a rear piece that goes in right there. But what we'll do is we'll make a mark right here. Make a mark. Take a little bit of this off. Trim it.
That's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Alright, we got it vacuumed out. We're fixing to clean the floor. We got we put some some old undercoating stuff, bonds with the rust. Me and Hannah both sprayed it right quick. Sorry we didn't show you that, but just get you another rust inhibitor or undercoating or anything like that, whatever you prefer to use. We got it all shot, got it ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our pan with a little bit of overlap. And the reason why I went ahead and coated it, because I like the coating to be in between it and the new material, so there's no rust. I don't want any pockets of rust hidden somewhere. So but what we'll do is and we're trying to, I mean, we're not stripping this totally down, but the car's stripped pretty good, because we generally do it a little different than this when we do a show car. But this is her Sweet 16 car, so we're gonna make sure it looks right. But what we're gonna do is, we did that so we can leave a little bit of undercoating in between it, but we're gonna go ahead and drill it and we're gonna tack it, and then we're gonna spot weld it and then get it ready to weld all the way around the edge, and then we'll show you guys that. So all right, got the metal trimmed, got the trunk done. Me and Hannah are ready to start setting this in here. And one thing we will do is, after we're done welding it in, we're gonna add a little strip right here, because it looks like this part of the floor pan didn't come with it, and I don't know why. But you see, we've got them fitting on the money. They look good. Yeah, look at that. Don't you think? You like them?
Mm-hmm.
I think they look real good. Right there. And you can only put these, like, look at that, it went perfect on that right there too. Looks good. All right, we're gonna get them welded in. All right, what I like to do is I like to use 5/16 self-tappers, and I like to go ahead and sink a few of these in, not just to hold it, but to keep it from moving around. And then what I'll do is I'll take a welder and I'll tack weld those spots back. I'll use them as tacks as well, like my spot weld. So let me get this all self-tapped in, ready to weld, and then we'll drill some holes to weld. Alright, Hannah's fixing to do some, she's going to drill some holes so we can do some tack welding. She's got her safety glasses on. We're using a 1/4 inch drill bit right here with a drill, right? And we're going to drill in between the self-tappers that we did, just to get the initial tack on it. Once we get the tack weld, then we'll go ahead and we'll weld around the bead of everything, and then we'll lift it up there and get the bead underneath. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these tacked in. That way it'll hold it, and then we can remove all the self-tappers. So we're going to get this all good to go for old Hannah Banana. Oh yeah. Alright, make sure you look away, okay? Alright guys, just to let y'all know, working here on the old Challenger here for Hannah, trying to get a few things wrapped up. We did wind up getting around the edges welded up. We welded about every 3 inches, a nice little 3-inch bead. Now whenever we get underneath, we will weld probably even closer, tighter, like 2 inches all the way around. And then we'll use a bonding agent from 3M to attach any loose ends. But up here on top, we use this stuff from Evercoat. It's kind of like a seam sealer with bonding agent, everything included. We use this on the race cars too, around the chassis and whatnot, so that we can so there won't be any smoke off the rear tires or anything get into the cab with you. So a lot of people just don't seal their cars up right. This is what we use though. I think it's a SKU number 100821. So that's the stuff that you look up here from Evercoat. You can get it at Summit Racing. I can't remember how much it is, 10 or 20 bucks a tube, kind of pricey. Good stuff, but it is a seam sealer, and I use it around the edges of the seam, like right here. As you can see, I did a little bit extra thick down here, just my preference. You can do a little bit cleaner job, but I was trying to make sure every bit in between the welds and whatnot, everything's really sealed up real nice and neat with some seam sealer. And then we'll wind up putting more undercoating and whatnot around it. So it does work out pretty good. And just to let you guys know that I'm not playing, you see, we weld up everything, but any little pinholes, any little where we've overlapped and welded, tack welded around, anything, we'll use seam sealer too. And then whenever we're done with this, after smoothing and sanding it out, we'll actually wind up, yeah, you see all the, even for the rear tires, see like back in here and all up around the fenders. And I mean, we seal every single bit of it. So as you can see, when we're done, we lightly sand it, and then we put an undercoating under it. So you could say that it's kind of overkill, but it's just something to our preference. And what I use is I just use a little, you know, plastic little spatula deal. I smear it on, and dries pretty quick. So but that's kind of my tip and trick for this stuff, sealing your cars up and whatnot. You could spend the time, you could weld it all the way. Now we do on the bodies, but when it comes to like the inside pans or something like that, it all basically depends on show car, not show car, what the customer wants, how much power. The more power, we put more welds. Like this one, we're putting more welds. We're putting big 3-inch beads every 3 inches. So it's way better than even the factory. And we did spot welding too, right behind it, 2 inches behind it. We drilled holes. We did little spot welding because we're gonna wind up putting a Hemi in this car for Hannah. So she's gonna have a nice little salty Hemi that's gonna be turned up and all fuel injected. It's gonna be pretty nice. Gonna be a cool car. So but just to let you know, that's my tip and trick. Evercoat 100821 is the SKU number at Summit Racing, and you guys can pick that up anytime over there. So well, let me get back to this.
Money that I don't accept. You feel like you're a stone throws away from fucking your life up, then you need to get on the ball. Stop procrastinations. You got something you want to do with your life, and fucking do it. Life ain't waiting for you, boy. Life ain't waiting for you. Fucking fuck off, man. Oh, shit. I broke my phone with my own fist. Damn, my sister just bought me this motherfucker. Oh, it's all right. Hey, you thought I was done? I'm your fucking story, motherfucker.
Well, what did you guys think of that episode? Oh, Hannah Montana, she trying her best, ain't she? I thought she did pretty good. So I sure am happy to be building a car with her. She's one of the few kids that I've gotten to build a car with, and it's pretty special to me, old dad. So, but she's really enjoying it. She's learning some stuff. Got her hands a little dirty, And I think it's good for her. It's good for her. So remember, free giveaway we're having with the turbo stuff, the turbo tubing, the intercooler and whatnot. You guys make sure that you subscribe, be a subscriber. Make sure you post a comment, and you got to watch all 3 of these videos. Whoever I see does that, we'll do a drawing, and we will give that away, and we will get that merchandise to you. So, and then we'll get on to the next week, which we haven't figured out what we're doing yet. I think actually one of the giveaways has a supercharger in on it. So there's going to be some wicked stuff. Big block pistons, 502, 572, to race cams, to engine blocks, to even future engines. We've even thought about maybe giving away a hot rod. So it just depends on how big the channel keeps going. I know that it's been a slow and gradual build as we've been doing all this, mainly because we've had so many deals go on the last year or two with everything from expanding the shop to getting super covered up to COVID, to family being hurt, family dying. We've had a lot of stuff happen last year or two, so I do apologize that we don't have a big video crew here to make this all happen. So there's just a few of us that can make this part happen, run the software, put these videos on site for you, and make it, you know, make it good. So we're doing the best we can, guys. Just hang in there with us. These eventually will get better and better and better, and we're just trying to give you guys some tips and tricks. We're trying to sponsor our local boys. We're trying to sponsor all these guys, even out of town, anybody that has to do with racing, and just trying to help out, because everybody knows that these sponsors are far and few between. So anyways, thank you guys again. Thanks to all my sponsors. Thanks to all the subscribers. I got to get back to work. Thank you guys again for watching the video, and look for the next one, because the very next one after that, we'll make a drawing the following week. So watch the next video. The video after that will release who won it. So anyways, thanks again, and you guys, God bless.
Maybe I'm a gangster too.